Hi, fellow traders. I hope you guys had a great day today. I'm coming at you a little bit late. This was the night that the Daytona Duels were run. My son and I were, big NASCAR fans, so of course we made an event out of it. So just getting around to doing this recap here. But the question I have for you today, are you ready to take your trading to the next level? I know most of us are. I know everybody's going to say, yeah, I want to take it to the next level. But not everybody is ready. Okay, not everybody has the right mindset. The mindset that you're going to need to come in and accept everything. But I've been working with you guys in the community with this. A lot of you have developed the right mindset. So now, as promised, you know, I'm I'm adding a new program, and it's the Ultimate Price Action and Technical Analysis program. It's I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to master technical analysis and read price action. Okay, this is a live trading program. Now, you guys that are already in the community, I trade live every day. I'm teaching you these skills, but we're going to place an emphasis on it. Okay, you can't learn how to read price action. You can't really master technical analysis reading a book, watching a video, or anything like that. You have to be live. You have to be live in it. Why? Mark Douglas says it best. Anything can happen in the market. Every moment in the market is unique. Okay, I can't take one situation in one scenario, or three or four situations, three or four scenarios, go through that, and then you understand price action. You understand how to use technical analysis, to enhance your trading. It doesn't work that way. You have to experience um, many different moments in the market, because they're all unique. You can trade the same stock every day for a month, and no trade will feel the same. It may look the same after the fact, but it won't feel the same. You guys that trade consistently, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, what I want to do is focus on this. Yeah, we're going to have some fundamental classes where we talk about the fundamentals, like the candlestick, what each candlestick means based on its formation. When you put them together, what story are they telling you? No, this isn't patterns. This isn't learning patterns. This is, patterns are good, but guess what? Once the pattern has been made, it's kind of too late. You have to be able to identify the pattern as it's coming together. That's why you have to learn how to read the candlestick and listen to the story as they put it together. What story is it telling you? I get asked all the time, why, how do I know the stock's going to go here? How do I know it's going to go there? It's technical analysis. How did I know to take it off here? How did I know it was going to fail here? Reading price action. And I'm telling you, it's something that there is no substitute for. If you want to take your trading to the next level, this is the program that's going to do it. But it's free for members. I don't sell any of my programs or anything standalone. So if you want to be a part of this, come join us. It's a lifetime membership, one payment, never expires. So you don't have to worry about running out of time or anything like that. Plus, you get unlimited one-on-one mentoring, because I guarantee you, as we go through this, you're going to need some help. You're going to have some questions. You're going to want to take time and go through some things. I already know. I've been there and done that. All right, so let's get to yesterday. This was our earnings trade from yesterday afternoon. The reversal on it was just not clean. This was not a clean trade. I didn't have any definitive level to base this off of, and you could see how wicked these candlesticks were. So what we did, we waited, and it pulled all the way back. And once it broke the low of the announcement candle, we got short. Now, we didn't quite get to my target on this drop. It bounced, but it rejected, and it came back. I finally got it. I didn't have my order sitting out, but thankfully I caught it before it started to bounce again. But I got that, but it didn't sell off anymore. So it ended up just being a base hit on earnings. And these, we get these sometimes. But you add 2 or 3 base hits a week, and on a week where we may not have gotten good earnings. Now, we did get good earnings. You know what we did on Tuesday. We did get some pretty good earnings. So our week was already set. But this was last night, and unfortunately, I had such a bad day trading. In the morning, I was so hell-bent on trying to make things up, I actually chased Tesla. Got caught, and I had to hold it overnight. So I'm showing you this because this is leading into the first trades of the day. But I bought it. I was chasing it on the news, and then we find out this is just amended news that had already come out. But I figured that we would be seeing 200 based on technical analysis. I posted this, I don't know how many times today. We're looking for 200. This is what we're looking for. And we were all, way down in the 190s. It's technical analysis. And trusting that and believing in that is what got us, where we are. So let's take a look at Tesla here. Come on. There we go. Take a look at Tesla. This is where I was taking profit. Remember, we got in, it was around 190 something, 192, 193. I took profit here, and when it started to pull back, I had to take it off. I wasn't going to let it come all the way back to break even. I wasn't going to go negative on it. But we pulled back. We held the opening range high. And when we confirmed reclaiming the 9, the 20, and the VWAP, I got long again. And I started taking profit again. Then we pulled back. We held the 9 here. And once we made it higher, I took profit. I added back. I took profit because this was the level I was going to take profit at anyway, even if I didn't add. but I took profit here. We had a little pullback. We held a 20 a couple of times. Bam, 200 right at the close. Now this thing went all the way up to 202 after the market closed. It went all the way up, and there was some activity up here that we saw, but I am not looking at what's happening after market. My focus when I was day trading is what do I think we're gonna get, and it's just funny how this thing went to 200 right on the last candle. This is the 4 o'clock candle. So it was, that turned out pretty good. The next trade, not so good. Well, the first trade was good. Okay, first trade on NVIDIA was opening range breakdown. I had trouble with the orders processing. This thing kind of executed slow for some reason. But this is all the same order. It just executes slow sometimes. And it could be the volatility, I don't know. It doesn't do it all the time, but this is one order. I got short. First target, it bounced and stopped me out. Look how wicked this thing is. And then it started to come back and sell off. Okay, I get in, it sells off and it comes back. I should have been bailing out of this right here. But no, in my infinite wisdom, I'm going to let it test the 9. So here, we tested and rejected it. Tested and rejected it. I went to see my wife off. I left. I'm thinking that we're going to reject. We're going to pull back. Even if it makes a higher low, I can bail out. No harm, no foul. I come back. This thing is like all the way up here. It got one of these crazy ass candles that ran straight up. So we started to pull back. And if we had, confirmed losing the 9 and the VWAP here, I was going to add. And if it got a little pull like this, I would have been able to bail out at break even. All right, but it just kept going. And it just stopped me out really at max pain. So really a bad trade, a bad decision that was made on emotion. It was flat made on emotion. Because yesterday, intraday, I had all of this that just didn't go right for me. I guess I came in with that same mindset, that same attitude, and it just didn't work well. The other trade we took intraday was Tesla. And, we already talked about that. Okay. Yep, I already talked about that. What was the other? It was Tesla, Meta. Did I cover Meta? I can't remember if I covered Meta. Yeah. Meta, I bought the break here and it pulled all the way back. It was just really wicked. Fighting back and forth. And then I kind of held through this and ended up getting a base hit. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. So it wasn't that this was a bad risk. This was the reward up here. I was looking for 485. So this risk was no big deal. Looking at my final target. But it just didn't work. And this is an example of, here's a stock that, we're holding support. We're getting this volatility early on, but we're not really going anywhere. So technically this trade is still in play. You just have to be patient and let it work itself out, and it's going to tell you whether it's going to go one way or the other. I just didn't stay engaged in this. I should have, because this would have kept me from messing up NVIDIA. But you can see it did exactly what I wanted it to do. Exactly what we planned. Again, like Mark Douglas said, anything can happen. Every moment in the market is unique. This is something that just happened, and I didn't stay engaged. And that was that. So now let's get to the earnings trade. So AMAT, this was the first earnings out of the gate. We were going to do the aggressive entry when it broke the high here. This was actually the 52-week high here, but this is the new high that it put in. So as soon as it broke it, we were going to go long. And I was looking for 210. Anything above 210, was gravy. So right when Benzinga was calling out the earnings, this thing went all the way up to 201 in like a second. I mean, it just went bam. No chance to get in on the break, nothing. So we had to wait for this candle to close. And once we broke out, we got long, started taking profit, and then we pulled all the way back, had to stop out at break even. But you can see this, it did hold up. And AMAT could be looking at 220 tomorrow. So I'll be watching this at the open tomorrow to see if it goes anywhere, but solid earnings trade. The other one was coin, and this was absolutely spectacular. Here was the announcement candle here. I think, okay, I was going by what you guys were telling me, that Reuters had already put out the earnings. I just never heard Benzinga Charlie say it, but went off this as being the announcement candle. When we broke out, I got in. We did pull back a little bit, but was able to take profit once we kind of pulled back. And again, this is me reading price action. And I told you, if we start putting in a higher low, higher high, once this breaks, I'm going to add back, and I'm going to start taking profit again. 185, around 187.50, 190. 190 was the final target, but I left 25 shares on just to see if we would get the 200, or 195 to 200. That's doable tomorrow as well. Again, that's what technical analysis is telling me, that it's possible to get there. So if it sets up, this is another trade I'm going to take. So before you guys email me or send me a message and ask me, how much did we make on this stuff? There you go. AMAT earnings, 1878.15. Coin, 65.4805. This is the Tesla. This is the 500 shares we held overnight. This is the disaster on NVIDIA. So I ended up, even with the winning trade, I ended up down almost $1,700 on NVIDIA. Emotional trading is what happens. So that's it for today. we're going to get back at this thing first thing in the morning. And until then, y'all be safe. And I'll catch you on the other side.